Hi everybody, Alexide here, and welcome to my second Q&A. I want to say thank you to everybody for all your questions, but there was a lot of questions. I don't think I'll be able to answer them, at least not all of them, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to be as much clear as I can, because you know that if you follow me for a while, that I'm not. It's not my specialty to express myself with words, so I try to be as much clear as I can. So let's simply start this. Alright, Roland Garcia asks, Alex, these are my questions I want to ask you. First, are you planning on doing any more skits? Probably. The thing is that for me it's like when I'm dancing. When I have a sketch or whatever in my mind, it just come like that, you know. I'm not really good to overthinking about those kind of stuff and being like, okay, what I could do. No, if something that trigger my imagination and be like, okay, I could do this, I could do that, but it's really not something that I'm good to force, you know. So probably, but we'll see, you know. Are you going to react to any anime show? I would love to. Problem is copyright problem. Because there's so many shows that I really love and stuff, but I know that they're gonna give me a lot of trouble with those copyright stuff, so yeah. Next question. Alright, Joe Militello, sorry for the pronunciation. Here's my question. First, what made you become a brony? I'm gonna answer that, but I'm gonna keep it for the last. And the reason why is because I cannot talk about how I became a brony without talking about a particular thing that can be a really touchy subject for a lot of people. So I'm gonna answer that, but I'm gonna wait for the end. Next question. What is your favorite episode? I think Philly Valini took the cake for me. I don't know. I just can relate a lot with all the episodes that focus on Fluttershy, but I think this one, I really loved it. It was full of surprise, funny to watch, and just awesome. Even though Pinkie Pie, it was kind of out of character in this one, but it didn't kill my enjoyment, you know? Next question. Anyway. Third, what will you do after MLP ends? I think maybe I put it in a way too simple, but I think I'll be able to move on, you know? I don't think that when the show ends that it will completely end, but with the fandom and stuff, but I think I'll be able to move on, because for me being a brony is not the most important thing. It's not something that defines me. For me being a brony is always being more an extension of me. It's like, I like this stuff. That's all there is to it, you know. So but it doesn't define me as a person. So I probably continue doing videos and stuff to change my focus a little bit, maybe less pony stuff, but sadly, but for that it must end, so we don't know when it's gonna happen, so until then, I don't know. Alright, next question. I've got a few questions. Alright, Alex Basha. First, will you do any Abridged series like Yu-Gi-Oh! Hellsing Abridged? Hellsing Abridged has been requested a lot. I was still not sure, but probably, but I just waiting a little bit, you know. But yeah, probably, yeah. Second, will you do any live streaming in the future, like Twitch? I don't think so. Well, maybe for a special to being able to talk with you guys, but I think it's gonna be difficult, especially with that Twitch. I know it's focused only on gaming channels, so I know that Wretchedness had problem with that because he didn't do gaming in his live streams. So I don't think so. Especially the thing that I don't show when I'm doing a video is that most of the time I restart 3 or 4 times. Not after that I started to react to the video, but it happened often that I'm like, I want to say something and I'm like, oh no, it came out well, so I stopped the video. I stopped the recording, restart the introduction over and over. So yeah, I don't think so, sadly. Alright, suspicious user. What country are you from? I would guess French Canada. I'm from Quebec, tabarnak. Yeah, I'm from Quebec, in Canada. So yeah. Next question. Alright, Enoch Saichet ask, how old are you? I'm 27. Yeah, no, I'm really young. Can you try an American accent? I don't even know how an American accent sound. I know it sounds stupid, but for me, I don't know. I never noticed the accent of when people talking, so I don't even know what it sounds like. It sounds stupid, but I don't know, so yeah, I'm sorry. Next area of question. Why is Fluttershy your favorite pony? You gotta understand that the reason why I'm so obsessed with Fluttershy is more because it's not because I find her cute or whatever. I find her cute, but it's really more because I'm still fascinated by what I've been through, by my own experience as a shy person and as a person with a lot of lack of self-esteem, and just being unhappy about that, you know, and everything that Fluttershy went through in the show, even though it's in different kind of context though, but every lesson that she's learned about herself and the pace that she learned those stuff is like exactly what I've been through, you know, and I can relate so much to that character that I'm like, I want to see her grow even more, you know, and I don't know, it's just the fact that I still can't believe that from where I came from and everything I did given me so good fruit for all my labor about myself, that that's why I still love so much that character, because I've seen so many shows where you see a shy person supposed to be shy every time, and like, a shy person would never do that, and I'm like, but Fluttershy, she's spot on. This is why I love her so much. And of course I find her cute and stuff, and in terms of personality too, she would be the kind of girl that I would fall in love to. I'm not saying that I'm in love with Fluttershy though, but if I would meet a girl that had the same softness of personality, whoa, I mean that just freaking my kind of girl, you know. Next question: favorite TV show besides My Little Pony? Well, I would say there's two that drive me like, holy freaking awesome. It was a lot of a show, but I think it would be The Walking Dead and the Avatar: The Last Airbender. The pacing and the I don't know, I just love those shows. Favorite video games? So many. I love a lot of the Final Fantasy series. Well, before Square has fused with Enix to give Square Enix. After Final Fantasy X, I was like, nah. But all the Final Fantasy before, I finished almost all of them. Besides just the Final Fantasy VIII that I never finished. That gave you a big idea. All right. Next question. What is your opinion about SpongeBob SquarePants? That's funny. I really like the randomness and the craziness of that show, but it's been I never been that hooked to to that show, but I still find it very funny. Alright, next series of questions. 2 questions. Still Samurai. Will you react to more rap battles? More pony rap battles? Probably. It's been pretty successful the first time I did that. So probably. It's just that I didn't make my research. It was not been requested that much. But I know that there's still people that want me to do that in other multi-language series of My Pony. So yeah, I'll probably do that. It's just that sometimes I've lost focus, you know, to what kind of stuff I could do. I just forget it. So I try my best to do that, more of those. Will you react to even one movie? Question again. Actually, I already did do a reaction to both of those via movies. It's just that I could not post it on YouTube because they gave me a lot of trouble with YouTube, with copyright strike and stuff like that. So I have a second channel on Dailymotion. You just have to go there. Yeah, just go on Dailymotion, write Alexei, you should find my reaction to the movies and to the season 4 episodes. Next series of questions. Ellie Angel 97 asked, which background pony is your favorite? I want to answer that, but I won't, because I kind of plan to do my top 10. In my first top 10 was supposed to be my top 10 best pony beside Fluttershy. So I won't answer that one, sorry. But you will have your answer when I'm gonna do the top 10 video. Second, what is your favorite food? I would say a steak. I love steak, but I can't. There's that. There's too the poutine. I can't be a true Quebecer if I don't love the poutine. And if you don't know what poutine is, it's really simple recipe. You take French fries, you put cheese, and you know the kind of cheese where I would say that in English. Mettons, you know the chunks of cheese, whatever you want it, and you put some brown sauce. You know the kind of sauce that you pour for your chicken to eat with your chicken. You pour that over all that, and man, this is freaking amazing. There's a lot of people that are putting like sausage and stuff, but the basics is really French fry, cheese, and brown sauce. So if you want to do that at home, try. It's really greasy, but it's freaking good. Next question. Do you want a hug? Do you want a hug from Fluttershy? Yeah, of course. That would be awesome. 4. Favorite animal? Kind of hard in this one because I'm really someone that is really fascinated easily, especially with all the animals and you know, and I mean, even a fly fascinates me. Or instead of being like, oh, freaking fly, I would be like, oh shit, I would let it on my hand and I would observe it, you know, because everything is really just fascinating. Of course, I love dogs. I would as a pet, I would love to have a ferret too, and even or a little lizard, you know, like a chameleon or even a scorpion. Man, one of my previous Coloc that I lived with, I had a big scorpion, a royal scorpion. I even put it on my hand. That was freaking awesome. Anyway, I pretty much I love all animals, but as a pet, I pretty much did that. Anyway, and his last question: did you know that you have subscribers in Mexico? Me, huh? Awesome. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of, it happens often that people are like, bro from Russia, bro from Mexico, bro from from jumping. That happens. Every time I find that freaking awesome. Alright, next series of questions. Marcus Myhouse asks, do you have any PlayStation 3 or 4? No. Before, yes. The thing is that I always been a big gamer when I was younger, you know, because on my channels and stuff, I spent all my time playing games. I was playing like 80 hours per day. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, there was at one point in my life I was like, okay, that takes just too much place, so I sold everything that I have, and I have a lot of console. I had a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, Xbox 360, GameCube, Nintendo 64. I had all that in my chamber when I sold everything. But now playing more on my PC, and I got a PS Vita that don't know where it is anymore. But anyway, but I don't play that often. Now I got a control, so yeah. Second, is that, if so, what is your PSN? I don't think I have a PSN. Yeah, that show how often I play. Third, will you be reacting to more YDP? Probably. It always depends on the how much has been requested, and to be honest, I've stopped to do a couple YDPs for a while because I kind of seen the same pattern in every single one of those, you know, tweaking the voice so it may sound like saying sexual stuff, randomness, being, you know, they still I always have that kind of pattern, so that's why I'm like, but there's some fresh too that are really good. So yeah, always depend on the request and how much people want to see that. Next series of question. Goldie Fox ask, what is your second favorite pony besides Fluttershy? Like I said earlier, the Q&A. So anyway, choose. How do you feel when people starting to watch and like your video? How do I feel? I don't know. I think that's awesome. Especially with the dance video. I don't know. I just feel awesome. But at the same time, I always try to not overthinking about that, because I don't want to inflate my head, like being like, oh yeah, I'm so popular, I'm so good, or whatever. No, I'm not, you know. So I want to stay humble with that, so that I don't try to overthink that kind of stuff normally. Next series of question. All right, Wolfie Who got a question for you, Alex. Where and what are you going to be doing at BronyCon this year? Specific idea, or just kind of wandering around? Pretty much wandering around. I'm really not good with planning, so yeah, I'll just go try to meet a lot of people, see the stand for the panels that got my interest too, and I probably spend most of my time at the at Vendor House or the Brony Palooza. So yeah. Next series of question. Alright, next question. How tall are you? Can you answer in both feet and meters? And for a man, I'm not really tall. I'm doing, the last time I've checked, I was 5 and a 10. Yeah, 5.10 meter, which is really not really tall for a guy. But the funny thing is that I'm tallest in my family. I remember when I was younger, my big sister was looking at me like this, and it was like, you're so small, you're so small. And a couple of years later, I was looking at her like this, and I was like, we're small, eh? So yeah, I'm not that tall, but it doesn't really matter for me. The most important to me is that how big is the heart far more than the feet are you tall. Anyway, second, other collabs you got planned? The 2 collabs you have been were epic. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That was really fun too. But I don't know. I still want to do a collab with the Big Rob because I still have problem to trust people. It's happened a lot that people are asking me to do a collab with them, but I don't even know them and stuff. So the Big Rob is really the next person that I really want to do a collab with. But doing collabs is not only about me, you know. It's gotta be both of us, you know, that want to do that. So yeah, we'll see. All right, Pergus 2000 Pro Prostitute. First, how much you love your Fluttershy plushie? I love your Fluttershy. I love it. It's just awesome. Especially that somebody will give it to me. I know it's worth a lot of money, so yeah, I really love it. Third, do you live alone in your house? Yes, I live alone. I had a couple of Colocs before, and every time, I don't know, it never really worked, even though they were good friends or whatever. This is only one time that I really worked well, but it was temporarily, so you can. That's kind of yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, Gamer Luck ask, what's the pony you most hate? Rarity. Reason why I respect people that love Rarity. I understand why. I've seen people that it's their favorite, explain their reason why, and I respect that. But for me, she keep doing stuff that going under my skin. It's like, especially with the manipulation by using her charms, whatever. Oh god, I hate that, because it happened to me, you know, and it's like, oh man, it's for me, it's the thing that a girl can do to me is like the most lack of respect that a girl can do to me, and it hurts too, because especially when I give you an example of my own personal life. I never nobody told me that I was beautiful, cute, whatever. I always been told that I was ugly by all the girls, guys, whatever. So you know, and when it happened that a girl it was like, oh, can you do this to me? Oh, you're so awesome and stuff. You know, like, oh shit, man, that drive you crazy. Oh, finally, a girl that think that I'm beautiful, whatever. That don't think that I'm ugly. And when you realize that all she was doing was to manipulate you, and she doesn't mean anything about what she said, she's like, that hurt a lot. Trust me, it freaking hurts. And so for me, it's like, don't do that. You just don't do that. So yeah, Rarity. Third, what would you do if you spend a day with Fluttershy? I think I would keep it friendly, you know, just taking tea, talking, taking chill, having a good time. This is what I'm doing with most of my friends most of the time too. So, all right, next series of questions. Sorry, I'm gonna skip a couple of those questions. We've been planning to write a song about you for a while. Okay. As part of the project, we're writing a song about reactors. Oh, awesome. But we felt like we should get your permission before actually getting this done. Would you be alright with us reading a song about you? Of course. Go ahead. I don't think I deserve it, but thank you. Yes, go ahead. You got my permission. By the way, you guys can have my permission. Don't really need my permission to do that kind of stuff, fan art, whatever. You know, it's like it's always my pleasure. I'm always humble and honored that you guys want to do this. You know, and I find always that awesome. All right, next series of questions. All right, 2040 Cox to ask, what's your favorite genre of movie and music? As for the movies, I'm not a big movie guy. You know, it's really rare that I'm watching one, but I think it would be more action trailer. But like I said, I love more TV series because the pacing and the characters development is really most of the time well done, because they can have a lot more time to spend than just 1 hour or 2 hours to do the same, you know. So yeah. And as for the music, I'm really open-minded about music. For example, I have one of my friends that is playing guitar, and he loves jazz. I'm not a big fan of jazz, but I went to a festival of jazz with him a couple of times, having a good time and being able to appreciate the music. Basically, but what I'm listening more on my personal time is gonna be more about dubstep, rock and metal. That pretty much that. There's no really kind of music that I don't like besides the hip hop music. I don't know. It's like my friend that plays jazz said he's studying jazz too, you know, and he's saying that kind of music is it's kind of fast food of the music. In the end, it's not really good, and I kind of agree, because I don't know. I don't like this, the message that they always bring. Most of the time, there's some few music that I will like, but it's really rare. But anyway, that was not the question, so let's move on. What do you hope to see in season 5 of MLP? I hope to see at least one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders having a Cutie Mark. Can you imagine if just one of them have it, and all the possibilities of episode of the conflict and the friendship lesson that he could learn just by the fact that there's one that I got only have a Cutie Mark? That would be awesome. This is what I want to see. I wanted to see that in season 4. They troll us with the with Scootaloo, but I want to see that in season 5. All right, next series of questions. GCMZ ask, how do you deal with stress? Oh, I'm not somebody that is really stressed all the time. It's really rare. It's only when something is happening, like when I was out of money and all my plan was crushed. Now I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, I know I can do this. I can do this. I'm trapped. Okay, I need help. You know. So yeah, I don't know if I answer well the question, but this is the best I can think of. Second, what do you think of other reactors? They are some people. I mean, everybody is different, you know, and everybody will have different reaction to our stuff. I don't think there's bad way to do reaction, beside maybe to be like no expression, being like it was good. But beside that, I think everybody, like I said, everybody is different. Everybody got different reason to like something or dislike something. So this is why it's really interesting to see all kind of reactor, because it's just awesome. You can see my reaction to Smiley G and be like, holy fucking, being me like, oh fucking shit, and see another one, oh fuck, that was awesome, and this is freaking awesome. Yeah, so Next series of questions. Zero Fighter 99 ask, where do you see yourself in a year? Like I said, I'm really not good with planning, so I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, you know. Would you consider your dancing, breakdancing, dubstep, or other? Maybe. The thing is that when I'm dancing is that I'm just going with the flow with the music that I like, you know. If you guys, for example, ask, can you dance on that song, and that song doesn't reach me, I'll be like, you know. But I always would love to learn some basic of dance, so I learned breakdancing or other kind of dance. I think it would really help me to get better with my dancing and being more composed. So yeah, but I just need money to have lessons and stuff, and sadly, well, my focus right now is going to the BronyCon, so maybe after that. I don't think I'll go to the BronyCon next year though, and I'm gonna focus a little bit more on other stuff that I really want, like having the dance lesson, and maybe I buy a pet. I would love to have a pet. But anyway, what is your job? I'm working in a hospital. I'm doing pretty much the housekeeping. I know it's a really underrated job, but there's a really good advantage. I can make smile people. I can take the time to talk with people that are sick, or that feel like talking, listen to them, and that at least I can do that. Of course, I have to do the job and stuff, but yeah, I'm working as a housekeeper in a hospital. Favorite fanfic? Rainbow Factory, because it's the only fanfic that I watched, and I was really blown away, I gotta say. Alright, next question. What is your thought on Master Mag stopping Brony React? That's totally fine. I still think that he's an awesome person, and anyway, I still love what he's doing. Even if his focus has changed, it doesn't change who he is, and that's perfectly fine. And yeah, I mean, if for a while I would love more, I would be into anime, I think I would do a bit more of that too, so, you know. So even though the copyright it would be freaking annoying, but yeah, so that's perfectly fine for me. That's just awesome. As long as he's doing what he's like, and this people love what he's doing. And I gotta say that I still love what he's doing, so still watch his videos. So yeah. Know that you don't have to read all of them, just the one that you like the most. It's a happy heart. Awesome. Do you like any kind of anime? If so, what? Yes, I love a lot of anime. Even though I don't really like the ones that are particularly gory or over sexualized for just for the sake of it, without any good context. But yeah, I really love the like psychological stuff. Well, I'm gonna give you names to give you an idea, like Death Note. I love Steingate, Code Geass, Batum. Man, those anime was freaking awesome. Basically, yeah, pretty much that. I love to the at first I love the romantic comedy too, but after watching a couple of series about that kind of pattern that came back, so yeah, I was like, nah. Anyway, second question. React to the season 5 MLP with all of us? Of course! If you say with all of us, if you mean by streaming, no, but I still gonna put my reaction to My Pony season 5 on my other channel on Dailymotion, because YouTube is a bitch. Alright, next question. If you were put into MLP, how will you react? I think I would swear a lot and be like, what the heck is happening? would be really confused. I would panic. I don't think I know there's a lot of people that would love to be in Equestria, but me, I still love reality, so I would panic. So I still love this world, so I would panic at first, but I think I would get used to it too. Next question: will it still be okay if I make an animation of Yoshi? Of course, go ahead. Like I said earlier, I'm really humble and honored when you guys doing that kind of stuff. And it would be the first time that I would see my OC in animation, so it would be awesome. So yeah, go ahead. Next question. Do you like to roleplay? Yes, in the bed. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. I am joking. So no, actually no. I'm really bad at it. I always feel awkward for me to role play, so I don't know. I just don't have it in me. So yeah. Do you like milkshake? Yes. That's awesome. Do you like demons or angel? I love more angel because in a realistic way, demons is supposed to be, well, bad and, you know, wish the worst thing for you, when angel are supposed to be there to protect you. So yeah, I love more angels. Next series of questions. It's been almost an hour that I've been recording. There's still a lot of questions. So anyway, that's all the time I have for today. So I'll get to the last question that I kept for the end. How I became a brony. Now, like I said, I cannot talk about how I became a brony without talking about a particular subject that can be a touchy subject for a lot of people. And that thing is that I cannot talk about how I became a brony without talking about my own personal faith in God. So now I'm not trying to shove into your throat my personal belief. I just want to say how I went through my stuff. I became a brony through a perspective as a Christian. But if you're not at ease with that, I totally respect that. So if you don't, you can simply stop the video here. If you do, well, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Now, for those who have stayed and have an open mind about that, like I said, I don't want to shove my belief into your throat. But anyway, how I became a brony is that the thing is that 6 years ago I became a Christian, and I was going to a church, no, evangelist church, for a long time, and all this time I was trying to get along with and be more friends with the people of my age there. But the thing is that it's the kind of church that will still have a closed mind about a lot of stuff because they didn't understood it. For example, all the people of my age in that church were like, oh, I would love gospel. They'd be listening only to the gospel. And I was like, look, I found that Christian metal band. They were like, oh, but that's not Christian. Oh, and look at this. Look what I draw. And they were because that time I was drawing a lot, and they were like, oh, but there's not Jesus in this in the picture. That's not Christian. God, I hate that freaking sentence. Anyway, and the thing is that was happening is that there was two Christians there that of my age that was really different from all of them. You know, they were everybody was like, oh, hallelujah, Jesus in church. I don't think it's a bad thing, but there's a lot of that seemed to be for the appearances anyway. And there was the only two that was like, no, I don't want to get near them, you know. And the thing that happened is that I was, after a long time trying to get along with those people that just put me aside, I really, I've been through a lot of, sadness and felt rejected a lot. And at one point, I was reading my Bible, and Jesus said at one point, "What you would like to do to, that people, you want that people do for you, do it for them first." And I stopped on that thought, and I was like, what I want from those people. And I realized that all I wanted is that they at least try to understand, because I try to understand what they like. They were the kind of person, a lot of kind of person that would like doing biking stuff, and you going to hunting and stuff. And I try to understand that, but they never try to understand what I like too. So I was like, okay, I was thinking about that, and I realized that the two people I was like, I never gave them the chance to try to understand what they liked, and this is where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. And actually, this is how I learned to do the Rubik cubes, because I became friends with those people, and it was lacking a lot of Rubik cube. And the other one still is a brony. So at first it made me watch the show, and I was like, okay, I don't freaking understand it, but I want to give at least a try to understand what he likes, And after watching the first episodes with him, I was like, oh, that was not actually bad. And I was like, okay, if I want to have a subject of conversation with him, well, I'm gonna watch a couple of episodes just to see, and watching an episode, and then another, then another, then another, and then we went to the I went to the episode of the Sonic Rim Boom. I don't remember the official title, but anyway, and with the Flutter Yay, I was like, I found that so cute and so funny. I was like, okay, I love that character. I really love that character. And then the more I was watching those episodes, the more I could relate to what Fluttershy went through. So yeah, this is how I became a brony. And heck, this is how I work on myself from the very beginning. It's all because of what God did in my life, made me realize stuff about myself, and how I started to have an open mind, because before I would have seen somebody, sorry for the term, but fat, and I would have been like, oh my God, he's fat, I don't want to, oh, that guy is ugly, because I didn't have a lot of self-esteem. So everything started with that. So yeah, that's how I became a brony. But so yeah, maybe I'm not, like I said, I have a lot of respect for other beliefs, and I respect a lot of you guys, and like I said, I didn't want to show it through your throat, my personal belief, but this is how I became. That's the true story. For me, it's always what has been important is that at one point I wanted to be true towards God, and I realized that if you want to be true toward God, you got to be true toward yourself. So yeah. So anyway, that's all the time I had for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this as I did. It was free fun to answer your question. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.